Hello everyone, my name is Sarah Carnes, and today we are going to be talking briefly about authentic learning, critical thinking, problem solving, as well as research, and what these principles look like in the 21st century classroom. And we will also briefly touch on a few relevant examples that integrate educational technology as well as these four principles into student lesson plans. And so first, we're going to be focusing on what critical thinking and problem solving look like. The International Society for Technology and Education proposes that this means students plan and conduct research, manage projects, solve problems, and make informed decisions using digital tools and resources. And they have resources online where you can actually see specific questions and standards that lessons should be focusing on in order to ensure effective research, critical thinking, and problem solving. And the great thing about problem solving activities and lessons, they rely on student voice. So students must speak up during the brainstorming process. And during this brainstorming process, we're also likely to see students' minds beginning to, push out those creative juices. And that's what we want to see in our classrooms today. And the International Society for Technology and Education also has many standards and thoughts on research and what that should look like. So research should allow students to apply digital tools to gather, evaluate, and use information. And technology is a very powerful tool that can advance the quality and scope of students' research and of a student's inquiry into a specific topic of interest. And we see this from the brainstorming to reporting stages. And so we've touched on critical thinking, problem solving, and research very briefly. So now we're also going to save our final analysis for authentic learning, which I think is a really cool concept. Through Genius Hour projects, students engage in authentic and meaningful learning by creating a tangible, useful product. And the teacher serves as a mere guide while the student sits in the driver's seat. The student is researching a topic of personal, unique interest, and they are able to take their research and take their interests to any level and develop some sort of product in any shape, form, size, whatever it may be. And this also involves students in critical thinking, problem solving, and research activities. And authentic learning can be facilitated in many different ways, not just Genius Hour projects, but also through maker fairs. So we've touched on what these four principles look like and what they are, and now we're going to discuss a few examples and how these principles can be applied via educational technology resources. And so, as we know, educational technology, it's one of the best techniques educators have access to today, and it successfully promotes Universal Design for Learning, or UDL. And UDL aims to integrate various instructional strategies in order to engage and excite students of all learning types in the classroom. And you can see the promise and challenge of technology in promoting authentic learning, critical thinking, research, and problem solving via resources such as Citizen Scientist and Wonderopolis. These are both websites that I encourage you to visit and to explore. They're very, very cool, and I'm going to be touching a little bit on what their importance is and their relevance in the K-12 classroom. So these sites, they give students immense freedom in participating in projects and exploring topics of personal interest. So Wonderopolis, which we'll discuss first, does an excellent job of facilitating research and authentic learning. Students propose a wonder, research the question, and present information, and also can participate and provide additional related tasks to the wonder. And students are able to explore the topic even further through these enrichment tasks and activities. And Wonderopolis can also engage students in critical thinking and problem solving, although the degree varies. So the challenge is that depending on a student's wonder, the need and application of critical thinking and problem solving skills will definitely vary. And we see this challenge, a similar challenge in Citizen Scientist, but we see that critical thinking and problem solving are better demonstrated here. So Citizen Scientist, for one, allows for students, educators, and others to contribute to science projects taking place around the globe. So students are able to play games or upload data about specific topics, and there's an underlying purpose of each project. And so, as I said, sometimes students are able to play games via a phone or tablet application. This is something that I recently did, and there was an underlying purpose of the application, but I still wonder whether or not all students or individuals playing the game actually understand the true purpose? And is the objective clear? Are students comprehending the scientific aspect of the activity? So that's the shortfall of this educational technology tool. Other projects require students, as I said, to upload data online and actually collect this data, and that better emphasizes, I think, critical thinking and problem solving skills. So the main challenge is, depending on specific projects being explored, students will obviously engage at varying levels of authentic learning, research, critical thinking, and problem solving. So how will educators overcome this? That's the question that still lingers. But as you can see from these two examples in our discussion of educational technology in general and authentic learning, critical thinking, problem solving, and what am I forgetting, research, there are lots of ways that educators can ensure students are engaging in meaningful learning in the K-12 classroom.